And so as I said,
In the evening service.
in the evening service, I took the letter, put it in my coat pocket, and I went off. I had to go through the same ordeal to get a seat inside. But thanks be to God, I got a seat. I watched him. He came back from the same door, came to the pulpit, and he said, "Good evening, friends." Oh, you could just feel heavenly. Oh, the feeling was just good. I sat there as he took his text again, and he began to preach. Titled, "What's the Attraction on the Mountain?" I could follow him all through that message until it was time for him to pray for the sick. I was just looking at him as he turned his head to the east or to the north, church, or to the south, look around, keep looking. Finally, he would say, "He's here." Amen. And again, when he declared he's here, it's a holy hush and a holy feeling. Amen. I sat there and I tried to keep my eyes on him. And I did. Until finally, the discernment came. And just then, he looked straight down to a woman with a baby in her hand, and he said, "Yes, ma'am, the baby's not yours. It belongs to somebody else. But you brought it for prayer." And he prayed for the baby. And from there, he was just calling people out, discerning, calling their names, and praying for them. I kept my eyes straight on him. And while I was looking at him, his eyes came straight and hit my eyes, and I ducked my head.
That's serious, man.
He looked across, and he called 3 or more people, him by names and so forth, and I sat there. Then after a while, he turned his head again in my direction, and he looked straight at me, sitting there, and he said, "There's a colored man sit here, and he's not from here. He's a stranger. And he's not here for himself, he's here for his wife. And her feet is sick." I stand up and I held my hands in the air. And he said, "Do you believe God knows your name, sir?" I said, "Yes, sir." He pointed his finger straight, his hand, and he said, "Mr. Brady, go back to Jamaica. Believe the Lord, and your wife's feet will be made whole."
Amen.
Amen. Thanks be to God.
After the service, I went back and I wrote